So we do want to cover the other topics. Another one that would be something that we can cover without actually having to show the rarity. So Serene,
Oh boy.
this is one that could last for a while.
Yeah.
What is rarity? So and then when we had talked about this ahead of time, that new players might not know what rarity is or might not understand it. It's there. Maybe they've seen it. They've seen some rare items, but it was a system that was incorporated into the game. I don't know, somewhere around close
Right
to
after
when
we
it
started. Yeah.
2012 probably. And it's basically a random chance system. As you're doing stuff, as you're imping, as you're creating, as you're creating items in the game, or basically any action, every action has a small chance to turn whatever you're doing into something rare. And there's
It's not
different levels of
quite
rate.
like that. It's not that every
It's not
action,
quite, but it's
yeah, we can
similar.
go into more detail.
Yeah, we'll
about
get
that.
into this.
Yeah.
There's
the
different
idea-
levels of rarity. So there's different tiers of rarity, I should say. What are they? There's the rare, which is the lowest one. Then
Yep.
supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Then fantastic. I think those are the three.
Yes.
Am I missing one?
No.
Yeah. So rare is like blue. Supreme is like an aqua blue color, and fantastic is purple. And by that I mean when you actually view the item. I created one rare rope tool, so you can see here that the rope tool gets the title rare in front of it, and it turns blue.
Mm-hmm.
Is fantastic pink? Yeah, it's been so long.
I think it's
Reganation. So you
purpley
just
pink. Reganation.
subscribe. Thanks so much.
Thank you for that sub.
You subscribed for 11 months. That's crazy.
11 months.
I don't know
That's a long
why the
time.
alert didn't go off. Or it did, and I didn't see it. So yeah, also every item that is rare does glow, and which is what Catspur is lovingly trying to animate right now.
Hmm.
What does that mean? So
Like if you put down your rare rope tool, you will see it
Let's just
sort of
show you.
shimmering.
2 rope tools. One of them here. Let's place this one on the ground. Here. Place this one on the ground. Here.
And each tier has
You
a
can see
different...
this is kind of glowing a little bit. Just
Yeah,
slightly.
So each tier has a slightly different glow. Like the rare one kind of looks like silvery or white or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The supreme one has like a little blue tinge to it, and the fantastic one has like a gold tinge to it. And they made it so that equipped items now glow and shimmer. So like if you have like a breastplate that's rare, it'll shimmer while you wear it, or your weapons will shimmer. Now,
Yeah, there was a while where it didn't. But
let's talk about two main things, I think, with rares. We need to talk about the benefit that rare items give. And we also need to talk about how the rare items get created in the first place.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Talk about the benefits. So
Okay,
why
let's-
do you even want rares? What do they do?
now this is like the hodgepodge thing again. It's like each item has a different purpose for being rare, like or a different benefit from being rare. There's a lot of items that get literally no benefit. Like was typical, you were saying, what can I do with my rare cotton, or what was it? Yeah, like a rare cotton. I don't think.
Yeah, you'll find that
I
a
don't
lot of
think
people
there's
get rare
no-
logs, rare cottons, rare stuff
Rare-
as they're harvesting things.
Yeah,
You get a rare
yeah, yeah.
chance and then turn something into a rare. Rare dirt
Okay.
is common. Rare
Now we can talk-
ore.
Well, let's talk about the basic ones, like a rare tool, for example. Okay, so like a rare pickaxe, a rare hatchet, these ones. The benefits are you get a little bit of a faster timer. So I think a rare will cut 0.1 seconds off, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it does make a difference over time. You also, with the harvesting tools, you also get a slightly higher quality output than your skill would normally allow. Just a slight one. It will damage less quickly, I believe. And this is the most important one, in my opinion. It will hold enchants for far longer than a regular tool. Okay, now, we're starting off on this new server. Enchants aren't really a big thing right now, but what you'll find is that if you get a really nice enchant on a rare item, that enchant will stay at a nice level for a lot longer than it would be on a regular tool.
Yeah.
So those are some of the benefits. Can you think of any more that I'm forgetting about with regards to tools?
I don't think so. I mean, you're the one that you're more of the expert. Did you talk about the difference between imping tools and harvesting tools?
Imping tools are different than the harvesting tools. The imping tools don't. They hold the enchant longer, which again is the biggest draw, at least for me.
Oh wait, where am I going?
Like, I feel like they don't damage as much. I really don't think the imping tools really give that much more bonus than that. There's items like horseshoes, for example, or horse gear that make your horse go faster. Rare items will make them go even faster than that. If your cart turns supreme or rare, or boats, that will add a speed boost to them.
Essentially, there's a lot of items in the game, and they all may or may not do different things if they turn rare. And you just have to do it one-off. Like
they're all unique.
Like the horseshoes and that sort of thing. So, Catsper, is there a bonus to a rare large anvil?
Yes, there is a bonus. So you get the faster timer. It holds enchants more. The output quality of the items you make with it are going to be slightly bumped up a little bit, and I do believe it does have less damage taken.
So 30 quality on the high quality mat side. Anything below that on the low quality side?
Wait, what do you mean?
Are you fine with that? 30 quality logs on the high quality mat side.
Sure. Okay, yeah. A high quality, 30 quality logs.
Everything else in there. There we go.
Okay. And hopefully it all fits.
Oh, Catsper, my large anvil turned rare this morning.
Oh,
nice.
Congrats. That's a good one to have.
That's a crazy good one.
That's a rare, yeah. I mean, these are all small. They're all small bonuses, but, you know, it adds up over time. To get that small quality increase is great, especially if you're creating things for favor, which is something that is for priests. Yeah, there's just tons of little tiny bonuses that you'll want rares for. I know a rare butcher knife will produce an extra meat when you butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these bonuses are...
I think it's funny how 20 quality is high here while we burn 70 quality as firewood on our mains. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. It's just the way that this server is going to progress. And I mean, that's what we love about it. It's so much more advancement that we can do.
Yeah, love it. Okay, I got another fur I'm going to put into the BSB.
Melvellis, ooh, I just learned how to improve my quality of tools and weapons. This game is so in-depth. Yeah, that's something we talked about last week on our stream. How to improve items. And I remember when I first learned that. Everything in the game has a quality level, and that's a great moment once you learn that.
Yeah, I felt that for sure. Okay, so I think everything is back now, and I don't want to hit...
Did we get any furs?
Horses? Yes, we got one fur. So we can make another bed if we want.
One more fur. One fur, and then it split into 4 or 3.
4. Was it 4 or 3? I don't know.
You put it in here. 3. Nice. We can make another bed. Sweet.
I'm gonna quickly take a bathroom break, and then we can talk about how to make rares.
Okay, so yeah, we haven't even covered about rares and where they come from. How do you make them?
Etc.
Back to the rarity. So
Okay, back to the rarity. Yeah.
there's a lot of different ways that you can do rarity. You could split this into categories, right? You can like harvesting. You can get rarity by trying to dig clay. Will give you rarity on clay. And then there's the combining of items. So any item that you're building that has multiple parts, like a cart, for example, or a forge, or something that Katz was making, this small bell, use it one time. Takes multiple parts, you put them together. Some of those parts could be rare, and Adam will talk about how that works. And then what's the last one? Improving. If you're improving something, you also can have a chance to do rares. And
Yeah, rare guard towers do give one extra
Desert,
guard.
the small bell, yeah, that can be abused really quickly.
Yeah, so typical the guard towers, if rare, will give you one extra guard compared to if it wasn't rare.
Yeah, that's what it is. McCooper is basically saying.
Yeah. But no,
it's 10 quality per guard up to 5.
You can get 6 up to
and then
and
plus 1 for the rarity.
Yeah, plus 1. So you can get 6 if it's above 50. Okay, so let's go into the details here. So, as Brian said, there's multiple ways of getting rare items. There's the simple, straightforward, like I'm mining, or I'm chopping, or I'm digging, or whatever, and a rare happens. And in that situation, if you're harvesting something, and you get a rare roll, you will automatically get a rare item. Okay?
100% of the time?
It's 100%. It's 100% of the time.
So if I'm digging and I get a rare roll, I'll get a rare clay.
So before I go on, I should maybe talk about the rare roll. The way that the rare roll system works is that every second you get a chance at a rare window opening up, and that chance averages out to be once every hour. So approximately once every hour, you'll get a rare window. Now it's not going to be once every hour though. You could go like 7 hours and not get a single one, or you could get two, by the way, like right next to each other, because it pulls every second. It's like, do you get a rare chance this second? No. You get one next second? No. And it's every second you get a chance, and it's a very small chance, one out of 3,600. So that on average it should average out to be once every hour. Now,
that's not always the case.
It's not always the case. It might not always feel that way either. I've gone several hours not getting a rare roll.
Now, or having multiple rare rolls within a very short time.
Yes, I've had multiple rare rolls within 15 minutes of each other. Okay, now the thing about the rare roll though is that if you are not doing anything during that rare opportunity, you wouldn't even know that it happened. It'll go by and you'll miss it. Okay, so it's important that you're constantly performing actions. But if that rare window opens up, it lasts for 15 seconds by default. And there's busts to improve that to increase the rare window length. But you have 15 seconds, and if you start an action within that 15 seconds, when the action ends, it will tell you, oh, you did this action during a rare roll. Okay, now if the action that you're doing is digging, mining, chopping, or something like this, where you're gathering resources, you will 100% get a rare result, like a rare item. Now those items aren't that beneficial, like a rare lump or a rare, log is not very helpful. But if, let's say, you're chopping planks, you're cutting wood, you're chopping planks, this is another situation where you will 100% get a rare plank. And rare planks are very useful. And I'm going to tell you why in this next section.
While Adam tells you why, I will be right back to get some
Okay.
more. All right.
Okay. So the second way to get a rare is when you're creating an item that requires you to continue building by adding items to it. Examples are carts, boats, even that bell that Catspur made for Brian here. These are items that you start by combining two items together, and you have to continue by continuing building by having more items you're going to combine to it. Okay, so this type of situation makes it so that if one of the components is rare, so let's say I have one rare plank and I want to go make a cart, a large cart. Okay, and I make the large cart like normal, but one of the planks that I insert into the cart is a rare plank. Just that alone gives you a chance to make the cart rare. Okay, so you do not have to be doing this during a rare window. It just automatically gives you a chance that the final product will be rare. And that chance is based on the total number of items that are required to create the final product. So let's just take a look quickly at how many items a large cart takes. So large cart. Let's do this as an example.
Quite a bit.
Okay, so it is quite a bit.
Oh,
so a
thanks,
large cart.
Sec9 for the follow. You're finally, we've watched. I've watched you a number of times. Adam has watched
How's it
you a number
going?
of times.
I have, yes. I've watched you a bunch of times now.
How's the deed?
What's going on? Okay, so a large cart takes one plank, one small wheel axle to start. So that's 2 items. Plus a yoke, that's 3. 4 small nails, that's 7. 15 more planks, which is 22. And 2 more shafts, so that's 24. So 24 items in total to make a large cart. If one of those items was rare, then the final cart has a 1 in 24 chance at becoming rare. Okay, so it's the total number of rare items that you've inserted into the product divided by the total number of items required. And that's the chance that the final item will be rare. Now for that bell resonator, or that bell, the small bell only needed 3 items. It's like 2 items to start plus 1 more item to complete it. And Katz had one of those items was rare. Okay, so she was wondering, like, why didn't the final one go rare? Well, there was a good chance that it was going to go rare. In fact, it was a 1 in 3 chance because there's 3 items and one of them was rare. Okay, now Serena's talking about something different. And right.
Oh, Katz.
It's not exactly that way. Yeah.
You didn't get your 33% chance.
So what I've been talking about right now is about if you're combining, you have to continue building by adding more items to the thing. Now
there are items that have two parts, and then you combine them together, and then you're done.
Right.
And that's so that's like
that's a different situation.
Or a maul.
Or a maul. Yeah.
Okay. So what happens in that situation?
Okay. So in that situation, they've actually changed it so that if the maul head was rare to begin with, you complete the maul, it will be 100% chance at a rare. Okay.
But the staff or the other part, if that's rare, do you still get a 50% chance?
No. If the shaft, if the shaft was rare, but the maul head was not, you do not get
a 0% chance. Oh.
Now it's not a 0 because there's always the rare window that potentially could be there, right? So if the rare window just happened to be there at the very moment that you started the action to combine the shaft with the head, then you get a chance at making it rare. Yeah. I think that chance is 50% chance.
Just to interrupt Adam here, because typical saying, why do some streams get an event message within the game itself to tell people to go watch it? And Garage, you're saying that you think it's because of the Venn network. It's not really because of the Venn network. I don't think everybody gets in-game messages to go watch streams. It happened, I think, a few times during the release to get people to watch. certain streams, but not everybody, as
I'll
far
be
as I'm aware.
I'll be honest. We were part of the Venn network. We went on a long break, and because we're
technically still
inactive,
part of the Venn network. We're not on
Right,
that page though. They took us off that page.
yeah, because we were on a large break, we got removed from a lot of the stuff, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of unclear about our status there. To be honest,
We're not sure, and they don't. Retro hasn't been updating the Venn network in a little while, so probably a little bit behind with all the stuff that's been happening with the launch.
yeah, I might follow it
So
up with him. Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think in-game messages are part of the, like, that's not just because you're a Venn member.
Yeah.
He does it. I've seen he does it for like the official streams. The
Mhm.
official Wurm Online streams, I think, get them. Does Emu get all of, like, Emu streams every Wednesday, I believe. I don't know if he gets them. I'm never in the game at the time. It's like so early for us.
Yeah.
So
it really
but I
is.
do know if there's anything specific to like the devs or something exciting that's taking place, and that's, I mean, it's been happening the last few weeks. They'll do something in the game. And,
Yeah,
and
like
there was a
if-
few leading up to the release that they got as well.
Yeah, if Emu got one of the devs to come on for a Q&A or something like that, they might promote
Yeah,
that.
I think Kat's got one of them, right? Kat's got like the, when she was doing the stream for the trailer, I believe. It's possible that some event happened or something. But yeah, I don't know. We don't know the status of the Venn network, really.
Yeah. It might be just a matter of, Retro noticing that, and because Retro's in a similar time zone, or at least in the same part of the world as Emu, so like it might just be that he notices, oh, Emu's going live. He'll
Yeah,
make
they live in the same country.
Whereas right now, I'm almost guaranteeing you Retro's sleeping because it's probably
14
2 a.m.
hours
or something like
ahead
that.
of
14
us.
hours. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Okay, so
rare.
So the old way of making rares, and actually it's still the way that you could use to make rares, is to continually spam creation. Okay, so nowadays, what you could do is, like I remember, like there was a guy I remember he showed me his whole setup. He would have 1,000 shafts and 1,000 pickaxe heads that he had just sitting there, like he created them in advance. And then he would just combine the shaft with the pickaxe head. And he would make sure that he's doing this once every 15 seconds or so. So he'd have a timer going and he'd just start the combine. His skill was pretty high, so that the actual action was like 5 seconds or 6 seconds or something like that. So then he would just sit and wait until the next 15 seconds and then just combine again. And he would do that over and over and over again. And the idea is that you're trying to hit that rare window. Okay, because when you're combining just regular pickaxe heads with shafts that aren't rare, the only way to make them rare is to combine them during the window. And if you do hit the window, it's a 50% chance that the output is going to be rare or something like that. And a very small chance that you'll get a Supreme. He told me afterwards that
about items that just have like a one action creation time.
Right. This is exactly
Like
it.
spindles.
The one action creation. So it's the same thing for spindles, where you would just spam create spindles. You'll make a spindle every 15 seconds. And if you're doing it during the rare window, you have a 50% chance that it becomes rare. Okay.
Oh, Kush
Now-
Blazing's talking about something Adam's mentioned already, which is the heads and
Right,
the shafts. Or
right.
whatever. Yeah.
So now that
That
this
is true.
change happened, where if the head was rare, then you get a 100% chance. So now the strategy would seem to be just spam create heads, right? Like, let's say I want a rare pickaxe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a whole bunch of iron and I'm just going to create a head every 15 seconds. And I just keep doing that over and over again until I hit the window. And I'll get a 50% chance that the head is rare. If I do get a rare head, pickaxe head, then I can combine it with a shaft and it will for sure be rare as well.
It's 100% chance at that point.
Well, obviously you want to, yeah. The problem is that where are you going to get a rare pickaxe head, right? Like, you're right. If you can make 1,000 heads, and if none of them are rare, then make picks. Totally, that totally will work. So that works for all metal tools and weapon heads, and also all carpentry tools as well, wooden tools. Like
mallets.
everything, actually, everything in the game works this way. So anytime that you're creating anything,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that pretty much covers rares. Did we miss anything?
pretty close.
How long
to,
have we been
yeah.
on rare topic?
Yeah, I think that covers. I think that covers rares mostly. You're right. Some things don't have two pieces. So
Some things have
Anything
one
that
piece,
you're-
some things have many pieces. I think we covered all
So-
3 of those.
we did cover all 3. So like, if there's only one piece, like for example, a needle
Summary.
or a spindle,
Or a spindle. Yeah.
okay, these are examples. Then it's just spam create, hoping to hit the window, and if you hit the window, you 50% chance it's rare. If it's combining 2 items to create a final product, it's exactly the same. So you combine, spam create until you hit the window, and there's a 50% chance it becomes rare. Okay.
The
The
exception
difference
is the
the
heads.
Oh yeah, if the head is rare, it will
That's
automatically
100%
make.
chance.
Yeah.
And then if there's multiple items to create one final product, then Adam had that formula, which was the amount of total items for that item to be created. Each rare, what was it? Divided
So
by something.
Yeah, it's the number of rare components divided by the total number of components. And that's completely separate from the rare window. So you can do that at any time, and that gives you a chance to get a rare item that way. Now, somebody asked, is it expected to imp items in hope of getting a rare? So that's a different way of getting a rare item, yes. If an imping action happens during a rare window chance, then first, the action has to be successful. So you can't fail to improve. Okay, so if you are successful, then it's approximately a 20% chance that it'll turn rare. So
Any item you're talking.
any item that you're improving. Okay, so like you're improving, and a rare window happens, so you improve and you get the rare roll. The imp action has to succeed at improving, and then you get approximately a 20% chance that it turns rare. Okay, so it's a less
So 0% chance if you damage it is what you're saying.
0. If you damage it, 0. It's like you just lost the rare opportunity. Yeah.
So Tuxie,
imping-
if you add a rare material to an unfinished item that still needs more parts, does it tell you right away that it's rare? Or do you have to wait until it's completed?
You have to wait till it's completed.
I don't think so.
No,
I've
no.
actually had items.
I know, and I'll tell you exactly why that happens. Because if you're adding regular items to the final product and you get a rare window chance, there's a 50% chance that it will turn it rare as well.
And that's
And
the
in
one
that
that
situation,
would actually...
it'll create a rare unfinished item.
I see.
However, if you're
But
using
you've
the
done
other
this,
method,
yeah, where you're actually having a rare item.
rare item, then it
which
won't
you've done a
show
number
you
of
until it's done.
times
Yeah, I've
with
done
the
a number of
forge.
times. Yes. Yes, I've done it a few times now. Yeah.
Does everybody
rare
follow
unfinished
it?
Yes, if it's a rare unfinished item, it will be a 100% chance that it will be rare on completion. Yes.
All right. And
Now,
I think
I-
that pretty much covers it, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that covers it.
So, anybody have any final questions about rare item before we finally move on?
I know there's so many different like methods here. It just seems like
Scuffgrim, I'll need you to repeat all of that, please.
yeah. I'll do it even better. I'll clip this whole segment and make a video.
Put it on YouTube.
Put it on YouTube. And I know like a lot of
No.
people don't like this type of information out there because there are people who make insane amounts of money doing this. They spend their entire worm time creating rares this way using these methods, and then they sell them. So they make tons of money. And those types of people don't like me sharing this, I think. But
A couple things
I
that we
don't-
didn't touch upon actually. So Onda's mentioning it. Can you imp a rare item into Supreme?
yes.
So now answer that question first, and the answer is yes. But
The answer is
the
yes.
real question here, I think, is you didn't cover. You covered the chance of it to turn rare, but what is the different chances of it to turn rare, supreme,
Right.
or fantastic?
Right. So yeah, so all the chances I've been giving are for it to turn rare. I don't know the exact numbers, but I can tell you approximate numbers. So I think if you have a 50% chance that it's going to be rare because you're like combining or something like that, then I think the supreme is 5% chance. I think that's right. I think it's 1 in 10, like 10 times less chance of a supreme.
And fantastic?
Fantastic, I think is there's actually a way farther drop off for fantastic. I don't know the exact number, but it's so low that you
There's
shouldn't
not that
even
many fantastic items.
be considering it. Like
if you
it's
have
not- it's-
one, you have something very rare.
It's something like this. Like it's like 1 in 10 times you'll get a supreme instead of a rare, and like 1 in 1,000 times you'll get a fantastic instead of a rare, or something like that. It might even be worse than that. It might be 1 in 10,000, something.
Very,
I don't know the exact
very
number.
rare. That's right.
I'm sure you can probably find these numbers somewhere. Somebody's data mined the Wurm Unlimited
Ooh, there's a
code.
good question. So, what would you guys
it's-
use a rare strange bone on?
Yes,
If you
somebody
had one.
somebody had asked about what is a rare strange bone earlier, and we missed it.
So, answer what is one, but then what would you actually use it for?
Okay,
If
so
you
rare
had one, Adam.
strange bone is an item in the game that you can just use on any other item in the game to turn it rare automatically. What would I use it
rare,
on?
Rare bone on a small bell.
I'll be my personal. I totally would probably end up selling it if I got a rare bone. I honestly.
But
And the
if you
reason
didn't
is
sell it,
yeah.
No, go ahead.
Let's suppose in a situation where I was gifted a rare bone, so somebody gifted it to me, I would definitely never sell it in that situation. So what would I use it on? You know, I'd probably use it on my cart.
really?
Yeah, I'd probably use it on my cart.
And how
That's because
come?
I play this game for the money. Yeah, I don't. It's not because of the money, but because the reality is that the rare bone could probably sell for 20 or 30 silver, and I can buy a rare cart for less than that potentially, or a rare tool for less than that. So like, for me, the value is
You're
I
lowering
could
the
buy-
value within items by using it.
right on the old world 20 silver, but then you can go buy like 5 or 6 rare tools for that price, right? So it would be like, yeah, the reason why you would want a rare bone is because you have a special item that you really love and you want to make it rare, like a Drake set or a summer hat or a something that's unique. And that's why people pay so much money for them. Cart's
Yeah.
not possible. Right, cart's not possible because you can't put it in your inventory. So silly.
But oh, Cats, you saying the tower is finished, the guard tower. That's awesome.
Wow, that was fast.
It's like way over there somewhere where she lives.
Nice.
Can't quite see it, but you know, I'm seeing it in my heart. How
Yeah.
about that? It's
Aren't
there.
you over there getting clay?
I am. I'm looking
Oh.
at the general direction. It's pretty much here.
Okay. What would you make?
Hijack.
What would
Wait,
you use a rare bone on?
What about wine? The cart. Or what about the cart boat is unfinished? Can you then pick that up, put the bone in the unfinished product?
That is a very good question.
I don't know. Like we haven't done that. Has anybody done that?
Can't use it on an unfinished item.
Can't use it on an unfinished item. There you go.
They need to fix that, I think. I think they should make rare bones work on
Can't
unfinished
just
items
activate
so
a rare
that-
bone and then just right click any object in the game.
Or just in the game world, exactly. You should be able to use it in the
Yeah.
game world. Currently, it's only items in your inventory. Oh, is the tower at Serene's place?
Serene's place, yeah.
Ah, that's why we can't see it. Yeah.
So there's everyone would be on boats in Colossus and have rare everything. I feel like rare bones are rare enough that not everybody would. Like you get one, everybody would have to make the choice to use it on their cart or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody, if there's some people who don't know this, but you can get a rare bone just from digging. Like if you dig, and I this happened to me once. I've gotten a rare bone when we were digging that big hole for the labyrinth. You also can get emeralds from digging.
Hmm.
The emeralds
Who
are
would
pretty
make a
rare, but
rare
the rare
gnar?
bone.
The person that has a caravel.
No, all of the unique mobs, like the dragons and those, all drop rare bones. So that's the main way of getting them.
Yeah,
Killing a
but
legendary
it's-
mob.
You can get a rare bone while digging, but more than likely you're not going to get
You're
a
not
rare
gonna
bone
get-
while digging. Like,
It's a matter
dig
of like
to get one.
yeah, don't dig to get one. Dig for your projects and be happy in that moment when you do get one. But yeah, it's very rare. Oh, you got one
But-
from digging the other day. That's very good. It's very lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah, you are one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, so I mean, unless you have something that is special that you would really want to become rare, I'd recommend auctioning it off and using that money to buy the rare things that you want or the other things that you want. Because people love these things for special items that they have collected.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. You got one.
Mm-hmm.
What did I get?
Really.
I got 97 clay and no rare bones.
I'll be honest though, I think that their value will increase over time for a little while. Because right now nobody has those special items that they want to turn rare at the moment.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's very like and then you'll
Deathwind, how you doing?
hey Deathwind, what's going on? So yeah, right now the market for rare bones is probably low. But there will come a point where people want them like crazy.